Rabbi Steele, it's to you.
Hi, everyone. I have been thinking about this week's amazing Torah portion, Re'eh, and really want to encourage everyone to read it. It is Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 26 through chapter 16, verse 17. Each year when we read it, we bring the lens of what is currently going on in our lives to how we see it. This year, I read these words through the eyes of our pandemic reality. One part that particularly strikes me is the famous charge, "See, this day I set before you blessing and curse. Blessing if you obey the commandments of the Lord your God that I enjoin upon you this day, and curse if you do not obey the commandments of the Lord your God, but turn away from the path that I enjoin upon you this day." The commandments in Judaism are largely about taking care of each other. A few examples: don't stand idly by while your neighbor bleeds, give tzedakah to help the poor, help to raise up your enemy's donkey when it falls under a heavy load, take care of the elderly. All of these commandments are there to instill in us a concern for the other. They teach us to take care of the entire community. I think we have seen in this time of the coronavirus how true this statement is. The statement, "I set before you the blessing and the curse, a blessing if you obey the commandments, and curse if you do not." It's true for us as a community. We are witnessing the wisdom of our commandments, which teach us about the importance of communal responsibility. We see the way communities are blessed or cursed by how much the people in them view themselves as bound to each other. So when this portion says, "Obey the commandments and you will be blessed," I feel like we do this when we think about each other. Right now, we see that we are able to make the world more blessed or cursed by taking steps that protect everyone's health. Like so many people, I am tired of physical distancing, but perhaps it can help us to stay with it if we not only think about protecting our health, but also that we are being a blessing to everyone by accepting this period of constraint. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you for that, Rabbi Steele. And I'm thinking as well of our responsibility to one another. I love in this Torah portion just a little later, there's Moses is saying, there's going to be a time when there is not going to be any needy person in the whole world. And then a couple verses later, Moses says, well, if there is still a needy person, open up your hearts, be compassionate, give to that person. And then a couple verses later, Moses says, there will always be a needy person. And the tradition is teaching us something really primary. That first of all, that we have a vision, yes, of what the world could look like, God willing, someday will look like, but we live in the world as it is right now, and that's our obligation. And the tradition wishes that we're going to give lovingly, open up our hearts, but we all know that some days we wake up and we're a little grumpy. We don't feel like we want to give to anybody. But our tradition's saying, that's too bad for you. But the needy person shouldn't be without their basic needs because you're grumpy this morning. And the text just tells us, and then Todd, I'm going to give it to you. The text tells us, Patoach tiftach et yadcha la'achicha. Open your hand to your fellow. Open your hand. Yes, do it with a full heart if you can do that, but minimally, that's your obligation to be there for one another.
Ose shalom, biroma. Ose shalom, yase, uyase, uyase, shalom. Uyase, 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 shalom. Uyase, 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 shalom. Alleluia. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. 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 Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, everybody. Shabbat shalom.